I'm so confused what happened just now. I'm even turning it off at this moment. No, there he is. Okay. First of all, we just started this podcast, and out of nowhere, all I did was put the screen on, and Jacob was like, fuck this. I don't want to come back yet.
I'm not going to lie. I thought you kicked me, which made no sense because I was like, why can I still see the screen, but I'm gone?
Literally, the only thing I did was hit the go live. I hit fucking the intro screen, and then Jacob was just like, you know what? Three's a company. I'm out. Like, hi, everybody. It's been a minute. You don't know who we are. We're the Daily Kazoo. I'm the official Megs.
Oh, I'm Jeffrey Sheehan.
And I'm King Von Sweets.
So we are a weekly podcast that talks about really entertainment news, anything in like nerdiness, movie stuff, TV shows, video games, comic books, random ass things sometimes. Like who did you send that Apple thing to? The Apple TikTok to, Jordan?
I should have sent it to Jacob.
Bro, he sent it to me. It's this kid who takes an apple. Have you seen like everyone's taking an apple with their palm and breaking it in half?
No.
Bro, first off, it's hysterical. You can take an apple if you push up on the bottom of it.
Or you could just twist it. But yeah.
Correct.
No.
So this guy does it. Yo, the comment section, juicy. I mean, insane delicious.
Is it
girls and
kid doing it?
What?
It's just some attractive kid doing it.
No, it's just a nerdy kid doing it. Like he's just pulling it apart, and he's
not
like,
even like crazy. Yeah. Like, hold on, I'm just going to our message.
Like, I wish he split me like an apple.
No, it was like, God, I gotta call him, or like, oh, I need an in-person demonstration of this.
I think I need hands-on instruction. I was just like, dog.
Welcome back to the Daily Kazoo, where we once again remind you, after a month of being away, that the internet should not be available for everyone.
Oh, everybody. No, those comments are great. More of those all day, every day. I think some of the times the comment sections are hysterical. Oh, you got it?
Nah, right here. Bro.
You didn't do the sound.
Oh, the way he did this?
Right now.
Yeah. So he does that, right? Comment section.
Oh, insane. I did share the tab sound.
Palms like this. So at this point, you want to just sort of feel around where you might have to bend it. You want to create as much as you can between these four fingers and your palms.
Like he's not ugly, right?
From here, this is
not. He's like Peter Parker attractive.
So just so you can see here, I haven't pre-cut this or anything like that.
Bro, look at these comments though.
The cool thing about this is you can
pause this. Pause him.
I don't have.
Look at these comments. Go to the comments, Jordan.
Yeah, can you see him?
I found my type.
I found my type. Damn. I follow whoever this is. I'm not clicking on their page. I don't know what their page looks like. Look, respectfully, if this isn't the female gaze, I don't know what it is. I just like apples. Chris, me next. I like you. I should call him Jesus Christ.
Who you calling?
Hold on, I'm a fruit too, you know. The comment section did not disappoint. I need to find why am I attracted to that?
Right? Like,
yes, the pressure. It's always about Hey, Jacob, this one's for us though. Spider-Man fingers.
The web go.
What a lucky apple. He's so innocent. Okay, but like, do you need a girlfriend?
Yo, facts, right?
Okay, but as Jacob said, the internet don't need to exist sometimes, bro.
Oh shit. Anyways, we're on YouTube right now live. Rolling. Hi everybody. If you are not on YouTube and you listen to us on any other platform like Spotify, Apple, Google Play, I don't know, on your Zune and iPod Shuffle, whatever you want to listen to us on. But yeah, right. Who knows? And there is a device that turns your iWatch into a iPod Shuffle now. It's like a $500 piece that you put on your iWatch, makes it a shuffle. What is wrong with people?
I could spend $500 to get something that's probably $30 on Facebook Market.
Facebook Market, yeah. I thought you were gonna go like on Amazon or something. And I was like, nah, it ain't happening. We appreciate the subs. We appreciate the follows and the shares. It does help us grow and it helps out all of us. Jordan?
One thing I will say, this is new. For those of you on Spotify, you might notice that we have video available now. This video should be available. So if you are listening anywhere or you're checking us out on YouTube, you can also watch the video version on Spotify. Make sure y'all check that out, especially if you like doing your podcast on Spotify, but you've been coming over to help us out on YouTube. Like the video on here, but also like it over on Spotify. That was a new thing that came out. I wanted to get us started on that when we came back. It took me a little bit to get us ported over. So yeah, definitely check out the video version on Spotify. It's definitely really good. The video player is actually really great over there too.
Yeah, I watched a couple of podcasts with the video player rather than doing YouTube. It's just easier. But yeah, so
you switch back and forth between listening and watching. It's great.
Yeah, we're back. What's going on? What have we all been up to? Jordan, what have you been up to?
Well, you know, being a father, all that stuff. Nah, but things have been good. Been going pretty hard on the YouTube. Again, being a dad. Also, I had a physical the other day. Since my last physical, your boy's down 22 pounds. So,
hey, you know, let's go.
I'm just saying.
Let me give you a physical. Feel you like an apple.
Yo. Hey, Jordan, how big was his thumb? Don't lie, all right? I just want to know. How big's that man's ring finger?
Say when.
Yeah.
I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. Stop it. Anyways, yeah.
Man's like, no diabetes. No dinner first?
I don't have diabetes. My cholesterol's good. I'm not gonna lie. What do physicals entail anymore? Because they ain't had me cough in a minute.
They had you coughing?
No, they don't. Oh. They haven't had me like do cough. Like they just look at my blood work and they're like, all right, you're cool. And I'm like, why do I have to come here twice for this? I come in.
And I haven't, this is my own thing. I have not had a physical well, I guess I did have one like a month ago, but prior to that, I hadn't had one in probably maybe a decade. I'm not gonna lie. So it's pretty bad. But
that man says since I've been in college.
Yeah, right.
I feel like a lot of things now are like left to you. Like with Deadpool 2, they like taught us how to, like the trailers and stuff taught us how to like test yourself for testicular cancer and like you can test yourself for breast cancer and
you're not wrong.
I mean, obviously not prostate cancer, but I mean, like, I feel like there's some things that doctors don't even know. Here's the other thing, and I won't get into a rant, I promise. But when I did go to the doctor last month, he was like, yeah, I mean, just literally nurse came in, was like, he'll be in a moment. Probably was in for maybe 5 minutes with me. He said, yeah, I mean, just, you got a good sleep schedule, just lose some weight and you're good. And I feel like that's every time I go to a doctor from age 1 to now, it's always just lose some weight and you're good. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'm fat. But I mean, like, has it really stopped me before?
I'm still here.
I'm still eating. And you told me that last time. And
you keep telling me how I'm going to die, but bitch, here I am.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're going to get on with the show, but no, he's not wrong. Like, I feel like I waste time with the doctor at this point. They drew my blood, and then I went back the next day for them to read the results, and it's literally just like, yeah, I looked at everything. I looked at everything from the last time. You don't have diabetes. Your cholesterol's good. That's the other thing. They told me last time I was obese, and they're always like, but your blood pressure is great, and your cholesterol is great. And it's just, and you're not diabetic. And it's just like, so you literally just let me know I'm fat. And then, but then this time they were like, your blood pressure went down a little bit, which was, I mean, but the thing is they always tell me I have great blood pressure. So it's like, they're like, oh, your blood pressure went down. So it's just like, okay.
And no offense to anybody. I doubt we have any people in the medical profession listening to our podcast, but if you are, no offense to you. But I mean, y'all go to school for hundreds of thousands of dollars, I feel like. And then I walk into your office and you just tell me shit I already know.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'll tell you the
truth. I can look up my body mass index. I can tell for my age and my height if I'm fat. I don't need you to tell me.
So the problem is that because my mother-in-law knew a person who ended up leaving like a company or whatever. The problem is because of like insurance payouts and making sure the offices get the funding that they need. They actually get told like 7.5 minutes, 7.5 minutes. Like like her job specifically, it was like no more than 7.5 minutes. Like they had a whole staff meeting about like blood pressure, this, that, the third, get them in, get them out. But then I sat there and waited for my doctor to come in and just talk to me about the blood results for 45 minutes. Like it was 45 minutes after my appointment started. Anyway,
we're a nerd podcast, and I'm going to finish this up with just saying, you know how when you go, maybe y'all haven't been, but you know how when you go to the chiropractor and you get your back adjusted and they're all done, they're like, I want to see you 3 more times by the end of next month. And you're just walking out of that building going, why? I'm like, my back feels fine now. I think doctors, starting from the invention of the internet and especially social media, I think doctors just have less to do now because people can just look it up.
It's scary sometimes though. If you look at it, it's like watch any commercial on a medical thing and it's just like might do this. Results are diarrhea, death, or like passing out or some shit. Yeah, like it's always death and diarrhea with other things.
Adam's not wrong. Same thing when you look up.
Either you have a splinter or it's cancer.
Yeah.
Hey, my head's really been hurting for the past 48 hours. You might have a tumor.
Like, yeah, you might be dying. Well, I hit my head against a wall. Like,
back on
track. What you been up to, Adam?
Me? Go to Jacob. Jacob.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I just thought that this was a perfect time to tell y'all, which I've already told them. But according to how many people I'm sure listen to our podcast and how many of my loved ones listen to the podcast, listen, I think my wife has listened to our podcast maybe twice.
My parents watch. My parents watch sometimes.
Well, Jordan's parents, on New Year's Eve, I said that my resolution is to become a father. And on New Year's Eve, I created a child. Not to get in any more.
I want to vomit. He got and like in the he looked at the camera and was just like, "Listen,
I'm breaking up." That was so Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. Like, I want you to know, on this day, at this time,
yeah.
And that child is still growing. So I think we're gonna have a
sesame seed probably right now. I think.
Right now it's blueberry.
Okay.
The app said it's the size of the red pill from the Matrix. And I was like, do I need to go back and watch the Matrix again?
But what if I don't want the red pill? What if I want the blue pill?
I was like, is the blue pill a different size?
Yeah, right.
I was like, hold on. Yeah, so it's the size of a pill or a blueberry. And we've both had dreams that it's a boy. And yeah.
That's dope. Good for you, buddy.
Really
good for you.
Going on with me. I've been taking a large break from TikTok because of my depression. But yesterday I posted a video, and I think I'm back. I think I'm back in the swing of things.
Back in the saddle again.
Yeah, as Aerosmith once said. And I think I'm just gonna continue trying to go up from here, and try.
There you go.
Trying to do better.
There you go, buddy. Glad you're back. Glad you're back.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
What, I've been busy is the answer. I've been very busy. Started another podcast, Megs Chats With. It's been doing well. Content like crazy. Doing collabs with other people. I have a deal currently that I cannot talk about.
This is with Victoria's Secret, right? The one you told me about?
No, white men are not allowed with Victoria's Secret anymore. Remember?
I know Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, there you go. No, like I just been. As soon as we took a break and we were like, all right, we're gonna take a break, everything went crazy, and I've just nonstop been working. So
ain't none whatsoever.
It went tense. So I've been good. I have my days, but it's been going good. I can't argue it. I'm gonna text you both, by the way, everything that happens in Ant-Man.
I will punch you in the mouth.
I see it on the 15th.
Oh, I thought you were like, yeah, I've already seen. I read the script that leaked online.
No,
I will literally punch you in the mouth.
I'm gonna tell all of you what happens. Cassie dies. I don't know. That new trailer kind of is given a little more, I think.
Bro, I'm so sick of all the trailers. I haven't even watched it, but like I'm so sick of it. Just anyway, we'll get into it later. But yeah, I just anyway.
Unless we randomly get into it because it's not on the docket. But go ahead. No, that's it. That's all I've been up to. Now we're back. It's not.
It's in the description for the fucking video, so we probably should have put it on there.
No, somebody should tell me to put that in the.
I'm putting it on there right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about currently what's going on.
Yeah, let's talk about what's important. It's February, Black History Month. Oh, I need. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me just go ahead and get this. I got to get this right for the people, guys. I have to. Hold on. Pay no mind to the fact that that's the docket. That's not the point. History.
Yeah, there you go. Search history. What's this search history?
I was like black. Oh.
Wait. I'm black, y'all. I'm blackity. Yeah. We need this. Hold on. This.
There you go.
Here we go. Yeah. So everybody, no, just get into it. Anyway.
No.
So I'm really. Are you fucking kidding me? Is that what we're doing?
I didn't hear it.
It's your fault, Adam.
How's it my fault?
Oh, it's because it hadn't even started playing.
You're the white man, Adam.
Black, y'all, and
what are you?
And I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
So, as the proud black man of the Daily Kazoo podcast, I think everyone should make sure to unfollow the official Megs and go follow me. No, but Black History Month. What's really funny is I feel like we see less companies doing like the hitting up a bunch of black creators. Like I've been seeing a lot of people talk about like, yo, we actually getting kind of disrespected this year. Like y'all are really proving with the recession that like we are an afterthought right now. So, but no, so it's nice Black History Month. I plan on, wearing some koofies, coming with a little bit of Black history, media facts, and all of that stuff. Support your fellow Black creators. I actually made a video. I typically buy from a lot of Black small businesses anyway, but I made a video supporting like a Black business. So like, if you see a little Black, business, it was a juice bar guy. It was fire. If you see anything like that, clothes or products, make sure you support your Black business. Support Black creators. Happy Black History Month. I'm black, y'all.
Wait, you're black?
This guy. Oh, so you see him black and white? Like, what was the dog? What was the dog movie with Tim Allen?
Dog.
Yeah. You see like him. I don't really like dogs are colorblind. That shit was always so funny. But yes. We getting disrespected this month though. It's a whole lot of people like, dang, bro, these algorithms ain't even trying. They ain't even pushing our stuff out on Black History Month. Adam sent me a funny thing that was like, TikTok celebrates like Black history or whatever. Hold on, let me go on our text messages, but let me open the photo so that way everybody don't see all the other stuff we talk about. But they sent this out. It's like hashtag Black TikTok. Bitch, y'all ain't pushing none of our stuff. But anyway.
So I told Jazz that yesterday, like I got that. And she goes, I didn't even get that. And I was like, yeah. And I showed it to her and she was just like, yeah, no, I didn't even get that.
I didn't get shit.
How is that I'm getting sent the Black History Month socials?
I don't know what to tell you.
It's crazy. All right. So let's get into it. That was what we first wanted to talk to. Now it's talking some game cancellations, Jordan.
Oh my God. Jacob, you can probably attest to some of these too. Y'all, when I tell you, I think that realistically it's meant, so like there was already like some Ubisoft game cancellations. They canceled like a bunch of unannounced games. But Skull and Bones only got delayed. But live service games are taking a hit after it was announced that the Avengers game servers were going to be shut down, right? Freaking Rumbleverse is being shut down. Y'all, this game has only been out for 6 months. 6 months. It didn't even make it a year. And it's just like, it's one of those things like the concept was cool. It was free to play, but it was like, let's take Fortnite and do wrestling. Next up, a lot of mobile live service. Apex Mobile is going to be shut down, which is really weird because people were saying that like Apex Mobile was actually kind of lit. There were characters in the mobile version that weren't in the regular game, and people said it felt like they were using it as like a testing ground. But they canceled this. They also canceled Battlefield Mobile and an not unannounced, but like unconfirmed, really, like it was only rumored, but they canceled like an unrevealed Apex universe single player game as well. So that shit got canceled. On top of that, there was a bunch of other ones like Crossfire X got canceled. Knockout City, which has been out for like 2 years, and this is the one, Jacob, you were just talking about before we started.
I just started playing this like a week ago. Is this the world saying, hey, yo, live service games are dead? Like, and also what I'm really worried about is, what about that Suicide Squad game? Because did y'all see about the photo that was like, it showed that it had a battle pass, and people were like, so you made an Avengers copycat? I think this is the gaming street saying that they're done with live service games. They're just like, yo, we're fine with like I'm not gonna lie, the Suicide Squad game, I really would have rather, whatever they're doing, I really would rather like a co-op God of War style game. Like it's linear, it's got side quests, but it's just like straight through story, and like I can fucking play it with Jacob or something like that. Like I don't need like because the problem is they put a battle pass on top of a $70 game. Yeah. Like that's the junk that makes no sense. I'm like, bro, just let me unlock stuff via side quests, via playing the game like we used to. Stop making me have to go through a paywall. Like I think the problem is like Fortnite has solidified itself as the top for live service. Like nobody's hitting the collaborations like them. And then Apex has its audience, but a lot of people are saying Apex just keeps fluctuating up and down as far as like being hot and kind of just meh. And then Call of Duty is just Call of Duty. Like people are going to play Call of Duty, but like, I don't know, man. I think live service games are dead. I think they're dying. I think everybody's so focused on after seeing Fortnite, and I'm sure that the pandemic has a lot to do with this, but after seeing Fortnite make so much money all the time, I think every gaming industry is like, how can we do that? And I think that that's just like so.
And we just caught on. Yeah.
It's like, I know that I've spent, I'm not going to lie, probably more than $2,000 on Fortnite over the course of the past 3 years, 4 years. I guess I've been on there for about 4 or 5 years.
Think about people who've been on there since like I got friends who were on there like when it came out 2017. Like I know that they've spent like bread.
Yeah. I was.
And I don't know.
But you don't spend bread, thankfully, anymore.
No, but I mean, there's just like too many gaming companies are trying to recreate that with things like they'll try to make it look the same but different. So, like with the Avengers game, you had each character had their own battle pass, and then like some of the characters you had to purchase if you didn't get like the Ultimate Edition or whatever it was, the Deluxe Edition. And I think they're just.
I think really, if you look at a lot of it, like they're just getting their ass whipped by free games. You know, like Warzone, as horrible and buggy as it is, a free game, and everybody plays it. Valorant, I think, is cheap. Fortnite is free for the most part. Like they're just all these companies are trying to rebuild the wheel, and it's just like you don't need to.
It's one of those things that I just think, and I said this, I was like, did the battle pass concept ruin gaming? Not like literally, it was just a ploy to get people to stay on the video. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you sit and you're like, at this point, y'all are just trying to like stack the Fortnite concept on top of your game instead of like actually creating something new. It doesn't feel like something that the company believes in. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like it feels like a cash grab. And when it feels like a cash grab, the people will eventually fall off. Like we'll be like, nah, we off that. Like, because again, I come back to Fortnite with different collaborations, but like again, if I wanted a a Fortnite like superhero game, I would just go get on Fortnite and put on my Iron Man skin. Like, I don't like it. So yeah, all these cancellations. And I mean, it's been one after the other. Like all of the live service games specifically.
We got to remember, we're getting out of Q4 now. We're going into Q1 with March for the most part. So
we're also heavily in a recession, and there's a lot of tech companies laying people off.
Well, both of those are equaling each other. What I'm saying is like, they're like, okay, well, how can we save the company money going into the new year? And it's, well, here's how. Like, we can't do this, can't do that, and all this stuff. So I agree. And then we got DC cancellations. Jacob, I think you were talking about this earlier with some shows.
Yeah, DC's canceled. Currently, they've canceled Titans and Doom Patrol, which were big shows, and Harley Quinn. Or sorry, not Harley.
Wait, just why is this saying Titans is safe?
It's definitely not. I don't know what's going
on.
I think it could be. I think it
could be. And we'll talk about this more later with the DC slate.
Yeah.
Shows that are currently airing, most likely all of them will be what they're calling Elseworlds, which is kind of the DC version of, hey, that's in the multiverse somewhere. So most likely nothing that's going on right now other than the films will relate to what the future of the DC universe.
Yeah, what is it? Titans, Doom Patrol. I think they haven't officially announced that Gotham Knights show is getting canceled, but that shit needs to be canceled.
And I think that's so crazy.
That shit needs to be fucking. It needs to be canceled. That shit looks fucking like what is it? Fucking Riverdale meets Batman.
No, didn't it already get canceled without even like being?
It was
like we said, and then they reported that it was safe,
and they released another trailer.
Yeah, and then these two shows were canceled.
So stupid.
And then they haven't said anything about Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights better be.
But that's company. That's not like this is all HBO canceling HBO stuff. This isn't because even in here, like it's further in, but like there's a couple of things that have found landing grounds from HBO of like them being canceled. So it's I think everything gets moved around, and HBO is just starting to like, hey, this is up for sale. Who wants it? Like, and I think Amazon buys it at some point. But
I apologize. What it was I had looked it up on Twitter, and it was at the top stories, not the latest. And that was an old article that said Titans was safe, so that didn't age well.
Yeah.
But Harley Quinn is apparently still renewed for another season, so I do believe Harley Quinn is safe.
So, you guys ever text your loved one and go,
"Do you have mesothelioma?"
Yes. No. Did you ever text them and be like? You say the wildest thing and they're just like, bet, fuck around and find out. That's literally what Netflix did. And they said, hey, we're going to make all of you get your own account. And we said, cool, we'll just cancel you. And they all can't. And everyone's been canceling their subscriptions and all that shit and everything. And then on their website, they went,
Netflix back.
Hey, we were just playing. We're just playing. Come back. We love you. It's okay. But we're not going to do the password thing.
Here's my problem with that. People aren't reading the full article because it says not yet applicable to the US, which sounds like they want to still do it. But I did see a tweet that was like, listen, times that internet bullying was fully successful. And it was like when they made Sonic ugly.
That's the thing I texted you.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
I have it. It's right here.
When they made Sonic ugly. Thank you. Who the fuck tweeted this?
Electric Fox.
The Electric Fox.
Yeah, so Sonic would have been Sonic would have stayed ugly. PS3 store would have been shut down. Twitter would have revoked link sharing on profile. Netflix would have gone through with their anti-password sharing. Like, yeah.
God damn, y'all motherfuckers tweet too much. Why I can't find it? Tweets and replies. I
mean, it is probably buried in there somewhere.
Bro, whatever. We're not looking for this.
But
anyways.
Yeah, that's just like one of those things where, and
the internet needed
before. I really do think companies put like things out there as feelers, and then they
just to see how we'll react at this point, because
like,
the internet be full of outrage.
Even Disney has done it with this past year's D23. They announced, there was going to be like this whole
Spider-Man freshman year.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too. But I mean, Disney, like the parks, announced that there was going to be this addition to Adventureland and I want to say Fantasyland.
Yeah,
I don't know, but it was one of the other ones. But they said that they're going to add in like I could be wrong, but like an Encanto area and then a Coco area.
So they were going to take the Haunted Mansion away and make that a Coco ride.
Oh, I didn't know they were going to take that.
That's originally what they were going to do, and then now you've got the movie coming out, and it's gotten like a resurgence of popularity. So I think they're just going to expand and make a Coco area, which I'm fine with.
But I mean, all that to say, they said that, and I think they clarified whenever they stated it. They were like, "This is something we're just feeling out," and I was like, "That's so I don't know. That's so weird that like companies will do that now." And like they'll just
if you think about it, back
feelers,
like before the internet or before like social media was such a thing, it'd just be a group of old people and people who they thought knew things in a room going, "Hey, what would sell?" And they go, "Okay, this would sell." And they put it out there and they lose billions of dollars because it's not what the people want. So now it's just easier to be like, "Hey, what do you guys think if we did this?" And it's either yay or nay.
Maybe I'm just like a weird breed, but out of all of, and I'm going to say it, out of all of my streaming services, I think Netflix is the one that I'm like fine with losing.
Mm-hmm. It's been the one I've been fine with losing for like a while. There are some great things. Like I do enjoy like Bridgerton. A lot of the Netflix reality shit that breeded from The Circle is like the trash television I like to watch. But like,
not you sitting there
I don't need
watching
it.
Bridgerton being like, can you believe she did that?
I do, bro. hey, listen, we gonna stop acting like I made that video that was like when your wife come home with the work tea, you be like, let's get it. Come on, tell me.
Dead ass. I can't wait when the wife gets home.
What? She said that bitch did what? So
you didn't punch her?
Yeah, so I'm just saying. But here's my biggest thing about this. Netflix, you're supposed to hold us down. I know it's a recession. I know. But y'all about to lose money. This is why Netflix got the most flack that they did. Look at everyone. Everyone's like caught in 8K. How you still got this tweet up? You could have at least gone back and deleted this. So this is what got Netflix bullied. Because someone actually made a whole maybe not a campaign, but like I don't think that this was ever officially said, but they said like Netflix used to push sharing your password. That was why they made the whole thing of like be able to watch up to 4 devices. And that's the thing that never made sense to me either. Why can I watch on up to 4 devices if all 4 devices are in my house? Then my Wi-Fi is going to fucking run slow.
Well, I mean, speaking of Netflix, let's really kind of dig into them a little bit because they lost the #1 spot in the US. Amazon pulled it off at the end of the year because they had banger shows, banger movies, some big announcements come out. And then Netflix is doing a live reality show, Squid Game.
Oh
and
my God.
People can't stop getting hurt. Like they're literally trying to figure out how they don't get sued at this point.
It's like Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark on Broadway. It's just like every single second there's somebody breaking something, catching something, or just about to die.
Well, what's hilarious about this is what did they expect from the game that was made up of the game where people died? Like the fucking thing was literally people losing their life for this $456 million. And they're like, what if we try to do what Mr. Beast did this in like a month? Yeah. Mr. Beast did this for a single video and no one died. No one seemingly, as far as I know, he could have had some NDAs up in there where people couldn't say it out, but I don't think he would do that. Mr. Beast, he seems like a very nice guy. Not going to talk about it, but
Mr. Beast is a really good person. Okay,
Mr. Beast is a great person. And he just did a collaboration with one of my favorite content creators.
Yes,
and that shit was amazing. And also, he cured blindness, and the internet got mad about it. That shit was insane.
Shout out Keith. Shout out.
Anyways. Anyway, friend of the podcast. I don't fucking know him, but if he ever watches it, I'm trying the restaurants that he went to in Vegas. But no, the Squid Game shit was wild. I was like, oh, what was it? Joker, one of our mutuals, Joker. She was like, what? Because at one point she was like, should I try to get on this show?
Yeah, right. Like, oh my god. Actually, so Netflix has a similar show. What the hell's the name of it? It popped up the other day, and now all I want to do is watch it. It's like 100 something. Have you seen this thing? It is just ripped Korean people. Like, I mean, like wild, almost like, yeah, like just insane. And I'm like, I'm watching the trailer and I'm just like, why do I want to watch this? Like, I don't.
Because you want to see men with their shirts off. I don't know.
So don't judge.
Not gonna lie, especially since trying to get in shape, a bunch of fucking YouTubes come up of like dudes being like, rate me taking my like cover off, like the cover at the gym, like when they have a hoodie on, and I'm just like, these men have like 20 abs. Like, how?
Seriously.
It all goes back to my doctor calling me fat.
It all full circle. Even when we get off topic, it comes full circle back around.
Facts. Physical 100, it's called. I'm looking at it right now. It is insane.
Jacob,
it's like Squid Game, but not.
But they're athletic.
Yeah.
Jacob, would you be in those inhumane conditions for the Squid Game reality show for $456,000? I think it was $1,000.
At this point, I'd do anything for $100.
It's a fair point.
Say
I saw a video this morning.
Text you later.
Saw a video this morning of a girl being upset that her mom got her a Tesla and not a pink Mercedes, and I really wanted to like shoot
jalopy at this point.
Well, and then she got $1,600, and she was like, "You gonna give me a little $1,600 for my golden birthday?" At this point, I think the video was for clicks, because at the end of the video, the mom's talking about like, "Fine, you just won't get anything," and she was like, "Fine, that's fine." And then she posted a video this morning of taking her to go get her a white Mercedes, and she says, "You can pay for it to get it turned pink yourself." And I'm like, so now I just think you posted that to get the 9 million views you got.
Jordan, out of curiosity, just asking for a friend. Was it?
No.
Really?
They were black.
Shut the fuck up.
That shit fucking made me angry.
First of all, can we both agree? She hangs out with way too many white girls to be talking to her parents like that.
Her mom just let it go too. I was like, bro, I can't watch
not
this.
A prayer.
I can't. I couldn't watch it. I was like, bro, I would literally.
You had to be uncomfortable as fuck watching that shit. Like,
my child would literally never receive anything for the rest of her life from me. I would be like, in the event that I die, like, you're gonna get enough money to like be able to take care of yourself, but like, you will never receive a gift from me ever again. Buy your own fucking car. Absolutely fucking not. I wish you would. You know how hard it is for black people to have that kind of money? Like, you could fucking on black. You know what? I need to actually retweet the thing and be like, not y'all posting this on Black History Month, bro. Not on Black History Month. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, sorry. Carry on.
We're good. You're good. You're good.
This shit just made me mad all over again, bro.
Like, think about it though. Like,
because as Jacob said, when she said $1,600, I was like, bitch, give me the $1,600.
Seriously. Fuck. But like, in what black household do you talk to your parents like that?
I know a few ungrateful black folk, but that's beside the point.
But like, they never got their ass whooped after that. You know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm. Get on my nerves. Get on my nerves.
Ass whoopings. The Oscars are coming up in March.
There's a lot of people.
I mean,
a lot of people getting their ass whooped.
Because people are gonna get their ass whooped.
People getting their ass whooped. Hey, and speaking of the Oscars last year.
Hey,
sorry. I
wait a minute. Did you see they announced Bad Boys 4?
I did.
What the
did they really?
Well, yes. Technically, they left the third one open that a fourth one was gonna happen. They had already said that it was gonna happen, but I guess like maybe he didn't make any announcements about it because of everything last year. I don't know, but
he went to Martin Lawrence's house and said hi, and then they announced it. That was the video.
Bad Boys for Life. Yeah, I remember that was going to be the working title, was Bad Boys for Life. Because, but yes, ass kicked at the Oscars. Go ahead, Jacob. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, like, we've got a lot of.
Who do you guys have for Best Picture? Well, I mean, let's just get it out there.
Okay, so let's list them off first. So anyone listening, if you don't know, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun, Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking. So 10 films for Best Picture.
There's literally only one that should win according to the masses. But go ahead, Jacob.
I don't think that one's going to win because it's the masses. The Academy just never wants to agree. Anyway, the only 4 that I've seen Avatar, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Top Gun. I'm still planning on watching the rest before March. But out of just those, I don't know how many I just named, but 4 or 5 that I just named, I'm not going to lie. And this is really weird because I didn't care for the first one. I'm really pulling for Top Gun. I really loved that movie. I was like, it was shot beautifully. The story wasn't insanely great, but I mean, the acting was phenomenal. The just pure cinematography and the music, the score was just phenomenal. You know, I probably would say something nice about Avatar if I could, but there's nothing nice to say. And then my second place, my runner-up.
Do you know, Jordan, that Jacob actually changed the title and put in for it? It's called Avatar: The Way of Water Torture.
Jeez.
What were you gonna say, Jacob? What's your runner-up?
My second place is Everything Everywhere All at Once. But again, that's me only seeing like 4 or 5 out of these 10 films. So I still got a long way to go. There's probably a better one on the list, but I've just seen those 4.
I've seen 6 of the 10. And I gotta see. I'm gonna try to see the other ones. Women Talking is still in theaters is the only thing, so I gotta see it because it just came out in December. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like I sit here saying that, but like that it's gonna win. But Fableman's there, and All Quiet on the Western Front is kind of getting a decent push right now, and it is really good. If I like gun to my head, I got to pick one. Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think it wins.
Yeah,
I do think they're going to sweep overall.
I think Everything Everywhere All at Once wins a lot of things. I do see, because like when you think about Best Picture, unfortunately they don't even go into like when you talk about like underdog type of story, like it's got like one of the lowest budgets out of all of them, one of the most diverse casts, and then like it did as well as it did and was popular as it was, like should win. The one that shouldn't be up there is Avatar. That's really all that I'm here to do is hate on Avatar. It just has one
name to it, and that's why.
I'm not going to lie to you. So the other day, someone, my brother-in-law was asking, we were talking about it with him in the car, and I was trying to explain character names, and I said, like, I was talking about how Zoe Saldana actually, has 4 $1 billion movies she's been a part of.
$2 billion.
And 2 billion dollars. Yes, sorry. 4 movies over $2 billion. And I was trying to talk about the character that she was in Avatar. I don't know any character's name except Jake Sully.
Her name is Natiri. I do remember that.
I didn't remember. When I realized that I didn't know any character's names, I was talking to Leigh. I was like, Jake Sully's wife. Fuck, I don't know anyone's name. Anyway, so whatever. I haven't seen barely any of these movies, so y'all carry on.
There's that Best Actor, Best Actress. I'm sorry, I don't know why I switched it like that. But anyways, that Best Actress, Kate Blanchett for Tar, Ana de Armas for Blonde, Andrea Riseborough. I apologize if I say this wrong. To Leslie,
in case they're listening to our podcast.
You never know. Whatever. To Michelle Williams. Which honestly, if Michelle Williams is in a movie, it's always Michelle Williams up for a Best Actress, and I think like that's just crazy to think that Michelle Williams is anything she does is always an Academy Award performance. Anyways, for the Fableman
like
and Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Do we need to ask? Like, we know which one we all want.
Personally, I think that this is a tie right now. I think that this right now it's Cate Blanchett and Michelle Yeoh. I think that a lot of people have been talking about Michelle Yeoh because of Everything Everywhere All at Once. But I have seen a lot of film Twitter saying Cate Blanchett needs to win this Oscar.
Yeah, okay. That's great. I don't disagree. Michelle Yeoh's been doing this for 30 years and never gotten the love. She's been
Cate Blanchett?
I don't know how long Kate's been doing it, but listen, Kate's been up there a couple of times and nominated for things and loved and stuff. It's not like Michelle Yeoh's not been loved, but she's never been as loved and given the roses that she's deserved. And I think it's hard to sit there and say she doesn't win this.
Listen, it's the same thing every year, and it's the same thing as the Game Awards when we talked about that. They give away awards, but they don't like to let one movie sweep the entire thing. They don't.
I don't think they will.
I think if Everything Everywhere All at Once does win Best Picture, which we won't know until the end of the night, obviously. But if we get to Best Actress and Michelle Yeoh doesn't win, I think that's all of our sign that Everything Everywhere All at Once has won Best Picture. I think that's just how that.
You think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be one or the other? You don't think that they'll let Best Actress and Best Picture and Best this happen?
No, yeah, I think at most, as far as these like big like top 5 awards, I think that they may let them have 2. 3 would be really wild.
Just throw it out there in case nobody, while we're talking about this, it is going to be a struggle. Excuse me, of what we're going to watch, because this is March 12th. Starts at 8:00. An hour later, starts the finale of The Last of Us.
That's going to be a good night.
What do we watch? Like
a lot of people were like, "What do we watch?"
Can I tell you though? I said this right. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna have to watch Last of Us, and then I'll just like go back and forth or whatever. And Jay looks at me and goes, "Well, does the TV have picture in picture?" And I looked at her. I said, "Ma'am, what? Hey, no, I'll just TiVo it. Who pictures in pictures still?
Who watches 2 things at once?"
I do. I'll just put it on my phone and just.
But no,
but who pictures in pictures?
Picture in picture is for watching a game where like just seeing some of the score of the other one is enough. But when you got a show you got to pay attention to, like plot line wise, like that doesn't work.
No, like I'm watching.
Listener, I'm going to make sure we don't have a 2-hour podcast because I know we got a bunch of other stuff we want to talk about.
Yeah, so we'll go through.
Best Actress, we named those. Best Supporting Actor, we have Brendan Gleeson for Banshees of Inisherin, Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway, Jude Hirsch for The Fableman, Barry Keoghan for Banshees of Inisherin, and Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is another one that I could see them winning Everything Everywhere All at Once, but I don't think.
I think that hands down, like out of any award, this is the easiest one.
Personally, I'm most proud of him.
Yeah,
For Key, I'm most proud of him out of all of these people. But I'm also really proud of Barry Keoghan because somebody pointed out that he was in the foster home like just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And now Homie is a part of like huge movies.
And he's going to be in Loki season 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the only one I can see maybe sneaking in, because it's always that random one that always gets an award.
Causeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see Brian getting it, which I would be okay with. Love me some Brian. ATL, fantastic.
Speaking of actors, Best Actor, we have Austin Butler for Elvis, who just dropped his Elvis accent yesterday. Thank God. We have Colin Farrell for Banshees of Inisherin. We got Brendan Fraser, who I think is going to sweep. I think is going to get it. I don't think it's a contest. Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Paul Mescal for After Sun, and then Bill Nye for Living. Is it just called Living?
Yeah, it's just Living.
Science guy.
So I think Brendan Fraser is going to kill it.
I think
this
Brendan.
is the year of Brendan Fraser, and I think he's going to continue rising the way that he has been the past couple months.
Okay, but let's get into the one that is going to be the heartbreaking one for the community.
This one's going to be tough.
Supporting
it's a loss either way.
actress. Yes, Adam pointed out to me, and it's a fair shake. It's a loss no matter what we do. Best Supporting Actress. You got Angela Bassett for Wakanda Forever, who has never received an Oscar.
This is my vote.
Didn't she didn't get one for Tina Turner, she got nominated, right?
Angela Bassett.
I believe I remember she's not been nominated since Tina Turner, and I think she won for.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Wait. This is awards, but did she win? It was 1994. I don't think she won.
I think she was nominated.
Yeah. So she hasn't been nominated since 94, and this would be her first. Yeah, this is insane. She just got a Golden Globe though, so shout out to her. I know, we think of Golden Globes as like Oscars light, but we just saying we take the wins where we can get them. Hong Cha the Whale. I'm very sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Carrie Condon, Banshees, Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything, and Stephanie Sue, Everything. People really would love to see Stephanie Sue
between
or
Stephanie
Angela.
and Angela. Yeah.
Yeah, I got two people for the same movie. Anyway, go ahead.
I think Angela Bassett's going to win it. I think that for the most part, in the past, the Academy has always chosen the person who is older in their field. And that's nothing against younger people. I think it's just they realize
they've got time.
Younger people have time to continue to be in this category and win it multiple times if they want to. But Angela Bassett, I mean, like, no offense to her, but she's older than a lot of these actresses. So
she's been in the game a minute.
I'd give it to Angela Bassett because she definitely deserves it. She was by far the best actress in that film. No offense to anybody else.
Have I not given enough?
My entire family is
gone.
I love when people said, yo, what them Wakandans gonna do is gonna roll that R. Have I not given everything?
Yep. To really quick, piggyback real quick. Dark horse for actress, Ana de Armas Blonde. I'm just throwing it out there. I can see her winning.
I still haven't seen it, but
people gonna be mad if she
It is rough, Jacob. It is rough.
Given your situation right now, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it is hard to watch. I will say
they get into some
like what miscarriages or what?
Essay.
Yeah.
Like it is rough.
Okay, to clarify for the viewer, I have no situations with sexual assault.
I was talking about the miscarriage.
Adam said essay, and I was like,
I didn't know about that. I didn't know about the essay. No, I didn't know about that.
Anyone listening doesn't think that I have anything.
Oh, you added animated features?
I did add animated features because this is the one that I'm most excited about because so many people recently have been like, Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots wins easily.
Turning Red.
Really?
I'm all on board for Turning Red.
See, okay, so I'm one movie behind. I've seen Puss in Boots. I've seen Pinocchio. Guillermo del Toro's, Pinocchio. I've seen Sea Beast and I've seen Turning Red. I have yet to see Marcel the Shell with
shoes on.
Thank you. You're purposely making these things.
Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
Anyway, out of all of these, if I was in the Academy personally, and this is just
there's the Academy right now. They're like, don't talk about us.
This is just another age thing, I think. But I would personally give it to Guillermo del Toro because he's so good at his craft. 2, because this man lost his mom the day the movie came out. And he was still showing up at that red carpet, smiling, trying to do his best. And he was close to his mom. And like, I know that this must have been after his mom passing and then immediately going into the theater and watching this movie about a child passing and the parent having to go on without them. I'm sure that this was hard for him to watch after he just made it. Personally, if I was them, I'd give it to Pinocchio. Do I want to give it to Pinocchio? No, I didn't really care for Pinocchio. I would personally...
I liked Pinocchio.
This is a hot take, but I would personally give it to Sea Beast. I just watched Sea Beast 2 nights ago. And there were moments in that film where I was like, is this animated? There was sand, grains of sand. I was like, holy shit, I could touch that. Like, that's wild. Like, so if y'all haven't seen Sea Beast, it's not a, story-wise, it's not fantastic, but the animation in that film, wild.
I think it's Turning Red or Marcel. I think it's Turning Red or Marcel.
I have heard really good things about Marcel. It's weird because when you think about it, now that you're saying all this, every single one of these has a very interesting story. Puss in Boots, obviously having one of the greater animation styles, a great, end of tale story, and coming to terms with like appreciating life. Pinocchio, as you said, having that story behind Guillermo del Toro. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On being something that was like a YouTube short film turned into an entire movie. Like it was like a YouTube video. Sea Beast, you saying it seems like a little dark horse or whatever, with having just some really good, like not necessarily the best story, but really great execution. And then Turning Red also wasn't the story of that, like the person who made it. I don't know if it was
coming of age, a girl coming of age story.
No, but didn't the girl, like I can't remember if it was director or producer or whatever, wasn't she an intern at Disney? Yeah, that's crazy. So there's a great story behind all of these. But speaking of Disney just turned 100 years old.
Speaking of Disney animation, like they turned Disney movies and all that. It's 100
years old.
It's a big couple years back to back for Disney, because Disney World just turned 50 years old. Disneyland,
that's right, because y'all were there.
Yeah, Disneyland is approaching, I believe, 70 years old now, which is so weird to say. And now Disney itself, the company, is almost 100 years old. That's just wild.
Yeah, no, and the parks are getting redone. I've seen a lot of the new water firework displays at night they're doing. They're adding Tafiti to Epcot when you come in. It's a new water thing over there. So, or not a water ride, but like a water.
I know this is so off topic, but like, how like we all have like a couple animated characters that we're like, damn, that's a fine animated character. I think Tafiti's one of them.
Oh, I love Tafiti.
I think she's hot.
Moana, well, I care less about the hotness, but that's literally one of my favorite movies. I love Moana. I could sit here and watch it every day. Absolutely love that movie. By the way, I love that we were talking about the Oscars and not AMC literally just sending me the notification that I can get my tickets to go see all the Oscar movies in theater, because on February 11th is National Oscar Day at the theaters. Go support your local theater. Go see your favorite Oscar movie if you haven't seen them.
Going back to Disney, I just want to say, if you're a Disney fan, do not get on DisneyStore.com, shopdisney.com, because that merchandise is hella cute. You're going to end up spending your entire paycheck.
Jasmine and I were talking about that yesterday because she was at the celebration for it.
It's some crazy, huge stuff. And like, as somebody who lived at Disney World for several years, they didn't have cute stuff for the 50th of Disney World, and I was kind of disappointed. But Disney 100 merchandising team they got on for that, fucking killing it. They're murdering it.
Yeah. So, what else did we have there? We had Disney turning a little off Disney, but you guys remember Abraham from Walking Dead? Had the big red beard, chops. He's back. But in Superman, Lois and Lane.
Lex Luthor. Can you believe
it? That's kind of fire.
Oh, so Adam, you told me about Lex being a redhead, and I was like, cool. And I didn't know who it was. I'd see y'all. I just want y'all to know I don't keep up with a whole lot of this movie and show news no more. So leave it to these guys to leave it to these guys to help me out.
So there's a podcast. It's called Daily Kazoo. I don't know if you heard of it. They talk about this stuff.
I'm the gaming side. I'm the black side.
Wait, you're black? I also have short-term memory loss.
10-second Tom over here.
Dory.
Yeah. And
no, but that is really cool. And also, where's the bald representation, though?
Don't use my joke, you motherfucker. I told him, I was like,
you remember that one guy on TikTok's probably going to be really happy because gingers are finally getting their day.
Right.
Remember, he was
we're going to shave all the hair off.
Yeah, they're going to be like, just let him grow his hair out. Let it be red. Oh, this redhead. Go to Wendy's. Fuck off. Was a Westworld, like you were talking about. We were talking about HBO cancellations. They canceled Westworld. So Westworld now, HBO, whatever, Warner Brothers, all them did a deal with Tubi and Vudu. Not Vudu. Not Voodoo. What is the stick? It's a Fire Stick. Who owns Fire Stick?
Amazon. Fire Stick.
I forget who it was. Anyways, I want to say it is, maybe it is. No, it is Voodoo. Where was Weird Al? The Weird Al movie.
Apple
It was streaming
TV?
on what?
Wasn't it on Apple TV?
No, the Weird Al Yankovic movie that Daniel Radcliffe did. It was on Roku. That's it. Roku. Roku is getting Westworld now, and they're going to continue
Search
it.
all over for
That's
that, bro.
where it is. Like they're just buying like Roku. Who? Don't stop with these freaking streaming apps.
I'm tired of all the mergers. I'm not gonna hold you. We're not gonna talk about all of them, Adam. You know what I'm talking
Although
about.
I'm not gonna lie, the MGM app looks kind of nice, and it's only $6 a month. I'm just throwing it out there. Not a bad deal.
Nah, you can't convince me to get another app unless it's $1 a month. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm over it because here's the thing. Why do y'all keep buying stuff and y'all don't just put everything on something? Because now like DC animation stuff's gonna probably go to Amazon Prime, but it's owned by Warner, who has HBO. Like I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm tired.
I mean, we can get rid of the other one there, but so Last of Us is on HBO. Like, you know, bringing up HBO, it's season 2 was announced, so yay.
I didn't mean for that to be there, but
I was like, that's there. But when we're talking about HBO and streaming apps and stuff like that, I think HBO is going to sell DC at some point. I really do, because if you look at Amazon owns MGM. Most of their primary like good classic movies are going to go to that app, and then I think Amazon's going to be more of a superhero kind of fun comic-y kind of thing. I think that's where you're going to get a lot of these decent projects. I think that's where DC is going to go to have a home, because on HBO it does not feel like a home for them. You know what I mean?
I think they're going to be on HBO for a while, especially because they have the prospect of Peter and James Gunn now. But I mean, we'll get into that in a minute. But
Jordan, what the fuck?
I just wanted the people to also see that when you look up The Last of Us, this is a thing.
That's great.
You can just like click it. I tried to click it to see how long you could click. If you're listening, please go check out the video version on Spotify or YouTube.
So it's the mushroom entanglement, basically, from episode 2, when poor girl gets tongued down by this demon right now. Like,
tongue the fuck down. I don't like that part. I'm like, can y'all just bite, please? I'm like, please.
Like, I get what she was doing, but like the cringe factor of just like you know, the flower, the weed that you pick up and you blow the white little pollinated things off of it. What?
The dandelion.
Yeah, on a dandelion, right? Shove that in your mouth. That's probably what that felt like. Like, that's exactly what that felt like.
I was like, yo, bring the spores back, bro. I did not want to. I'm like, let them have the breathable spores. The fucking little tendril things going in the mouth. I'm like, ugh. Anyway.
Did you know the game and all of Last of Us was because the creator of the video game, of the whole story, was watching a National Geographic documentary on that spore when it takes over flies. And he was like, oh, this is interesting. He's like, wonder what would happen if it like did it to humans? And he started doing research and found out like the actual, like the opening basically of the season 1 pilot. And that's where it all based off of.
So the one he saw was on flies? Because I know the whole thing about the ants made sense, or does it just do it to bugs in general?
It originally the story was like flies and like insects and how it like takes over their nervous system and their brains and goes through it and like alters how they act and stuff.
Which is interesting because recent reports have said that there's a new fungus spreading across America.
Pack it up.
Because of global warming, this fungus is now like learned to basically spread in the heat that we're experiencing in some
Pack it up. It's time to pack it up.
Yo,
humanity, it's time to go.
Who's down for a trip to Antarctica? I'm in.
No, it's too late. It's too late. As the woman from, what was it, Jakarta said in episode 2, blow it up.
Bomb everything.
I'm going to go say goodbye to my family. Bomb it all.
I want us to pack it up. It's enough, because between that and as bad as this is, we didn't mention this, but sorry, to go back to an Oscar snub, Nope, definitely snubbed.
But do we know that he put it in?
That's also fair. I saw a thing of a UFO sighting that literally looks like they took an image out of Nope. And between what Jacob just said about the spores and that, I want us to pack it up. We gotta pack it up. We're done. It's over. It's time to leave. I can't find it. It's on my Instagram, but I don't feel like pulling that up. So anyways, The Last of Us, I'm heavily enjoying the show. All of the discourse around episode 3 is so lovely. I really fucking love hearing people bitch on the internet.
Not all of the discourse.
No. Listen to me. I really love hearing people bitch about them not going 1-to-1 with the video game as if we couldn't.
They did though. That's what I'm literally playing through the game.
Here's the thing.
I'm playing through the game right now. Wait, I'm playing through the game right now. So shameless plug. Go watch me on Twitch because I'm playing The Last of Us right now. But there's 2 separate scenes where Bill says his partner. Okay, and you could take that. Sure. But then there's a separate scene where Ellie is in Bill's truck, and she pulls out a magazine. And it is a Playgirl magazine, which Playgirl is the opposite of Playboy. So it's got naked men in it. And it's literally Bill's truck. I'm like, how do we make this
I saw a TikTok about that where somebody was just like, I don't get this. Wait, it wasn't like that in the game. They were like, what do you mean? They said it exactly in the game.
Sure,
he
didn't have a full-on relationship that we saw.
No, it's a joke because he said he was his partner. Yeah, his business partner. Oh.
What kind of business partner in a dystopian fucking world? So Jacob, here's my thing though. But no, you're right. People are telling on themselves that they just weren't fucking paying attention in the game. But here's the other thing. People are like, I will admit, and this is the difference between constructive criticism and bullshit. I can admit 2 things can be true. I fucking missed the dialogue between Ellie and Bill because it was hilarious. But also that episode was absolutely amazing. People were like, yeah, but he hung himself in the game. I was like, they probably just did, like, in the climate that we're in today, that game was made in 2013. They probably were just like, yeah, because let's be honest, they have to expand on characters and yet condense some of the story. That whole high school thing could not have necessarily played out in a single episode. Like, people are like, we want you to squish 3 hours of the game into an episode. And it's just like, or they could just do what they're going to do and it'd be fine. Like, again, was I hoping that Ellie and Joel were going to pop up like the day of, like, him letting homeboy die? Sure. But when it didn't happen, I was like, dude, that episode was so good. The episode was so good. I was like, I'm okay with this. Like, but yeah, people just have discourse. People were like,
was the iconic scene from the first game where you get caught in one of Bill's traps and you're hanging upside down and you're shooting zombies to keep them away from yourself and Ellie. I think that scene was one of the most iconic moments in the game. And I was a little surprised we didn't get it here, but I hope we get it moving forward because I think it's just.
That's what I'm saying. Cool. Like, people don't understand the adaptation. Like, they could just show different things that we remember in a different way. People like the high school scene. The high school scene could still happen. What if they do the high school scene, but with Henry?
Yeah.
Henry and Sam. Like, it could just be that. But yeah, I don't want to stay on it too long. But the episode was great. I thought it was beautiful.
You're like crazy, or is Neil Druckmann also directing the show?
Yes.
I think he's involved with it. I don't think he does every episode, but he's very involved with the direction. Yeah.
Okay, so he's very involved with it. So, like, the creator of the thing that you like is helping make the show.
Yeah.
If you watch like all the way to the end, because we did the other day because we couldn't find the remote, so we just didn't turn it off. They a lot of times do like a little kind of like BT, like behind the scenes talk about the episode that happened, and they went into like, yo, we wanted to expand on Bill. We wanted to expand on what happened to Frank, and rather than having Frank die off screen for Ellie and Joel to never meet, it was kind of like, let's show what happened, and then also give them a happy end. Like, that's the thing. People are upset that they gave Bill a happy ending. Because I'm sorry, when I was watching it, I was like, no, this is exactly what happened to me. you don't have kids and your significant other is dying and all that I can do with my life is fight off zombies or people trying to steal my shit, take me out too. Like
the other thing a lot of people aren't remembering and going into this is gaming and entertainment are two different things technically, like movies and shows and stuff like that. Gaming, you have to have action. You have to have tons of things in it to keep you playing and into the game. Well, you don't need that in the movie entertainment side or show side. You need something to connect with. And them giving us that episode made us connect with Bill and them way more than we ever got in the game. And like, if we got that in the game and it's a side story, what are you doing? You're farming, you're, simsing upstairs.
Like a side quest.
Like,
if you'd have took it like God of War open world styled instead of like what The Last of Us was, if you expanded The Last of Us into like a semi-open world and it was a side quest, it's no different than that. And to your point, like it makes me think about people, because remember people, and I'm guilty of this too. There was like before the show came out, they talked about like deaths are going to be like more impactful and blah, blah, blah. And people were like, well, duh, because in the game, if you die, like you just get another life or whatever, like who cares? But no, I get what they mean. They're saying we're going to make certain things mean more. Because like in the game, Bill was like, I'm going to help you. And then he was just like, man, we're doomed. And he just hung himself like, okay. And then we moved on. But now it's like people also forget that this show is for people who didn't play the fucking game. Like, it's perfectly fine to have stuff different so that, because if I didn't play the game, I would just be like, okay, well, he's dead now. Who cares? But that episode made me care about him. And to end with this, someone in my comments was like, I signed it because to Jacob's point, he was like, it's not always action. It like a game. Someone in my comments was like, I signed up to watch an action show, not a gay porno. And I was just like, but if it had been Bill and Francine, you would have just been like, oh, she's sucking his dick. Like, so whatever. Anyways.
What part of that episode was a porno?
Him going down on Bill after they took a shower. Exactly.
Nobody fucking said anything about fucking Euphoria, but now they're like, oh.
Yeah.
We saw Cassie straight up getting rocked in Euphoria, but anyways.
I'm just saying if you don't like the show now, you're not going to like it in the future. So just stop fucking watching.
I'm saying, like, why are you
watching? It's not just one character that's part of the LGBTQ community. So
it's not.
And can we stop with what is the person that plays Ellie?
Bella Ramsey. If people don't stop coming at that girl, she's doing perfect, bro.
So Bella Ramsey. Well, either way, but everyone's going to Bella and saying like, "Oh, Ellie's not as pretty." I'm sorry. Let's make this very fucking clear for people who've never played the game and aren't understanding things. Ellie in the game in the show is fucking 14. Shut up. What is wrong with you? That is disgusting. Why are you sexualizing a child? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then people's excuses. Yeah, but the actress is 19, so it's okay. But it's just like, but you're saying,
not looking at the actress.
You're saying by comparison to a video game character you got attracted to. And then people call him for the recast, but it's like, no, because Bella is the age that Ellie is by the time the second game comes out.
The perfect actress for this.
So like by the time they make a season 2, she will be older, so it will match fine. Like, who cares, bro?
And on top of it, I think this is what Adam was kind of getting towards, but Bella has kind of come out as gender fluid, and she's kind of just like, I don't really see myself as one or the other, and I think that she was the perfect cast for it because obviously resonates with her a little bit. She plays the characters so well, and honestly, I think her voice is very similar to Ellie's in a lot of ways.
I agree.
She had to learn her accent by cussing.
But the people online that are review bombing it and having problems just because there's somebody of a different lifestyle than you, you're so small in the scale of things. You're so small. And speaking of small, Ant-Man Quantumania. Because I'm so good at segues.
So good at the segues.
What is on right now?
It's here. It's coming out.
I'm just playing it well.
And if you're watching the visuals on YouTube or Spotify now, Jordan is playing the trailer, the newest trailer.
No, this ain't the newest one. It's the one that came out a couple weeks ago.
Well, I'm sure we might get one Super Bowl Sunday, maybe. Just
there is
one little
big game. The big game.
Yeah,
big game. Legally cannot say it
for whatever reason.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. When I worked in retail, like you cannot.
We'll cut it in post. We'll cut it in post.
Yeah, we're not, but
yeah, the big game. We'll have probably another trailer for that, and we've got a couple other trailers for Marvel. But speaking of Ant-Man and the Wasp, I'm so excited for this movie, more than I was excited for. Probably, if I'm being honest, anything in Phase 4 except for maybe. I was pretty excited for Shang-Chi, and I'm glad I was because it was amazing. And I was pretty excited for Eternals.
Yeah, this movie
was amazing.
It was. This movie, Ant-Man's kind of been the sleeper, in my opinion. Like the second one was like, okay. But like the first Ant-Man, remember, people were like, Ant-Man, what? And it ended up being one of the greatest movies. I think we're seeing a trend with the third movie trilogy for our happy-go-lucky characters being kind of wild. I mainly just wanted to really quick just say, y'all saw Kang the Conqueror on the screen just now. Jonathan Majors can't lose. It's Black History Month, man. I think we're getting an Infinity War type ending. Kang's gonna win, and we're just like, oh, that's the ending. Damn. But watch this man curb stomp him. All right, there we go. I just wanted everybody to see that.
I think it is going to be very similar to Infinity War in a way where Kang does win. But I also think, I don't know why I had a list. I also think that it's not going to result in as many deaths. I think there'll be one big character death, and we can all specify and theorize who we think that's going to be. But I think one person will die. But I think the goal of it is Kang is trying to escape the quantum realm, maybe, and that's what he's trying to get out of Scott. And I think he's going to get that. I think that's kind of what is going to happen at the end. But we'll start seeing the ramifications of Kang in the future. But it's clear that from here on out, Thor in Age of Ultron was kind of the one to tell everyone, hey, the Infinity Stones are real. Someone's coming after them. I think Scott is now Thor in that role of, hey, Kang is real. He's going to fucking kill us all. So they have to have someone as the new messenger.
Saw rumored today, speaking of phases, that 7, 8, 9, and 10 are the big bad for those are going to be Galactus, and then 10 ends everything. Like that'll be the end of MCU.
I'm good with that.
I don't know if I need 10
think about that. That's like 2040, 2045-ish. Like,
we're going to be fucking old.
Speak for your fucking self.
Adam.
I'm going to be fucking dead. Like, I'm going to be watching it on fucking life support. It'll be my fucking, last wish.
Oh God. Oh man. Yeah. Our children are gonna be in fucking college. Like Eliza's gonna be like about to go to college by the time she's gonna be like, Dad, what happened in phase 1? I'm gonna be like, Robert Downey Jr. is gone, sweetie, but let me show you what he created.
Yeah, what's his Blu-ray? What's Ant-Man? What is Iron Man?
Feige?
Yeah.
Who's Kevin Feige?
Why does this old guy have cameos in every one of these films?
Why'd they stop after Endgame? Well, yeah, so excited for Ant-Man. We got that in a couple weeks. Kang, I'm rooting for Kang. It's Black History Month. I can't do anything else, so I got a kufi on.
That's it. That was all in nerd news for the past couple months.
Well, going from, something else is coming out in this next phase. We're not talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but speaking of his director, their director.
Trailer for the big game.
James Gunn has announced the slate. I'm just skipping ahead in this goddamn video to this show's videos. Announces the next chapter for DCU, Gods and Monsters. He's doing what he did for the Suicide Squad and for the Guardians, where he's doing some teams I ain't never heard of.
Peacemaker, like all that stuff.
The Authority And who was the other ones that he
Creature
said he's making?
So there's Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos.
I'll just go through it. So Paradise Lost, Waller, Creature Commandos, Booster Gold, Lanterns, Superman Legacy, Supergirl or Superwoman. I'm sorry. World,
Supergirl.
Supergirl. The Authority, Swamp Thing, and the Brave and the Bold.
Not gonna lie, this dude looks like this dude right here at the end. He looks like Omni-Man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have been saying that. Gives a very Omni-Man. Waller show with Viola Davis.
Yeah, and he did say
it was coming.
And he said that anything that is animated or TV show
or
a movie, every single person that's voiced is going to be the same live action person as it is the animated. Like it'll be the same actor and actresses.
People are not happy about that when it comes to Harley Quinn because Tara Strong is known to be very iconic voice actor for Harley Quinn.
Well, so they're gonna have to get over it.
Too bad. I will say that speaking of Viola Davis as Waller, he also specified, I don't know if it was in the video where he's announcing the slate or if it was just in a later interview, but he did announce that some, not most, not all, but some of the characters that we've watched in the DC EU, which is Snyder and all the other things surrounding it, some of those characters will continue on in the DC Studios universe as the same actor and everything. So I'm going to guess because Aquaman 3 has been rumored, we might be getting Jason Momoa again. But I thought he was going into Lobo, so I'm a little confused there. But
so Jason came out when they asked him about his new DC role that he's been very hyped about. He said, I can play two things in one universe. And I was like, that sounds messy. I'm out. But the other thing that
maybe he's going to be in an Elseworld. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But James did say, so Shazam kicks off everything. Flashpoint
and Shazam has been separate from everything this entire time, essentially.
And then the Flash will be set.
Shazam has established that Superman is in that world,
right? But they never showed who Superman was. Is the best part about that. Flashpoint or the Flash movie will reset the DC universe. He
did clarify. I think it was yesterday or earlier today. He said Flash won't reset everything. Right. But it will change a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So some things will still continue over, like we were saying, but Flash, I'm sure Flash will be a huge part of. We're moving into something different.
Right. And then we have Aquaman end of the year. And then Blue Beetle as well.
Yeah, Blue Beetle's a part of it all too.
Blue Beetle is the first movie that's like
connected,
supposed to be set in the new universe,
right?
Yep.
Fully.
Yeah. So I'm hopefully optimistic. We've been promised a lot before.
What are you most excited about that 10 list?
Jon Stewart live action. It's Black History Month. I have no other choice. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real, I've been wanting Jon Stewart live action for a long time. Jon Stewart was the Green Lantern. The same way Wally West is my Flash, Jon Stewart is my Green Lantern. Because of Justice League Unlimited. Justice League Unlimited introduced me to a lot of these characters. The only reason I know about Booster Gold is because of Justice League Unlimited.
I think after seeing these and hearing him describe some of them, I think one of my top ones is Paradise Lost, because he described it as early days of the island of Themyscira, and it's a very Game of Thrones kind of feel to it. And I was like, that sounds fucking cool. So that I think is going to be great. Booster Gold is, I keep seeing people on the internet saying like, who the hell is Booster Gold? Y'all about to know. Booster Gold is probably one of the best characters DC has. And when he announced that, I was like, hell yes.
And remember what he did say, some of the Guardians might be coming with him to DC.
Ooh, I hope Chris Pratt's not Booster Gold. I know that's what everybody's kind of saying, but I think there are other actors out there that can do it really well. But
Ryan Reynolds,
Booster Gold, Paradise Lost are among my top two. And I just started reading the All-Star Superman comics, which is apparently what James is basing the writing off of for Superman Legacy, which I think is odd because I'm reading it and it's about the impending death of Superman. But he said that Superman Legacy is supposed to be about 25-year-old Superman. So,
which I guess that's going to be one of the things that's reset because Shazam confirms an older Superman because he pulls up in Shazam's school. So
I'm curious as how that's going to work out. But those are my top three, and I'm a big fan of Supergirl and kind of her backstory. So I know that movie is going to be pretty great.
Question is, do we get Supergirl from The Flash into this one, or do they redo that one? Because I think I feel horrible, and I forget her name off the top of my head, the actress who's playing her now, but like
something.
Yeah, like she's getting no love, or I mean, she's getting love from us, obviously, but like no commercialization, no push, no talk. Like she's not in this freaking movie. Like we're not having a Supergirl in this movie. It's like forgotten about.
I'm hoping that there's enough love surrounding Supergirl from The Flash that that actress continues on.
Agreed.
Which I think maybe that's what you meant. I'm sorry. I thought you meant Melissa Benoist from the CW.
No. I meant from the Flash movie.
Yeah, I'm not a huge proponent of Grant Gustin coming back as a Flash.
No, me neither.
But yeah, I think that would be pretty great if they continued on with her, but just give her like an origin story. And
Brave and the Bold hopefully confirms the Bat family's just already established because people are like, "Oh, how are you skipping to Damian?"
Some of them already exist.
Can we get Leslie as Batgirl though in that? Oh God, yes.
Yeah, just to give her a shot back, bro. Apparently, Gunn and Safran said that it was undoable.
Okay, here we go. But yeah, so baby.
Oh my gosh, look at her.
Baby's first time. Baby's first podcast.
Baby's first podcast.
She unfortunately wouldn't stay asleep, so say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And then we're gonna put you down here.
But that's it. No, that was it. I mean, Brave and the Bold's probably my number one, honestly. But I do like how he took the three main, the Holy Trinity, we'll call it, of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Yeah.
And it's depending what they do with Paradise Lost, it predates Diana. So like not even a thing. And we learned more about that Amazon. Yeah, the Amazonian like culture and all that stuff. And the actual
we'll still see. I think Diana will still be a large part of it. I think she'll be a
I think don't have anything to do with her at the time.
No, I think she'll be a young Diana, just like we're seeing a young Clark. Because and this is just me being honest here. If they have Batman already having a son, they need to have Diana already in there somewhere.
That's true. Well, I think what Adam's point is he thinks the show is a prequel type thing.
Oh, no, I think it will be. But I mean, I think either the show, if it's a prequel, will either include or end with Zeus kind of just dropping off Diana with Themyscira.
Right. And I'm fine with that. But like, if you look at it, they're putting this together very well because Batman kind of starts before everything. And then you get like Superman coming and stuff like that. Because remember, like if there ever is a Batman versus Superman kind of idea, Bruce is 50 when that happens. So like time wise, it makes all this is making sense. But I'm liking how we're getting that young middle-aged, we'll go with Bruce with the family there. Then we're getting young Clark that we've never gotten. We've never gotten that middle area. And then we've never gotten anything predating Diana being Wonder Woman, like just Diana being Diana. And then what does the island look like? So, or the Amazonian like thing. Historia is a book that everyone's asking for James to do for that. So I would think that would be dope. Lanterns are I'm excited about that. But yeah, so tell us in the comments what you think, what you like. As always, rate us 5 stars or 4 stars, 5. How many stars?
No, don't listen to him. 5-star ratings only on
stars,
Apple, Spotify. Hit the like button on the YouTube. Go subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, we're gonna be getting some clips out there. I'm gonna try to get back on doing that. But the way I'm set up, we trying to grow a whole lot of pages, bro. So y'all gonna have to bear with us. But check out the podcast, man. We appreciate everybody who's listening to us live. Catch us live on Saturdays. Most times, if we're not live, it'll be like hopefully like a pre-recorded, and we'll premiere it and just hop in the comments because as y'all can see, fatherhood has got me busy.
Yeah.
My wife went back to work, so we doing the best we can. But I'm happy to be back here with you boys.
Happy to be back.
Good to talk to both of you.
No, I'm glad to be back. It's good.
I'm down to play some games because I'm about to just clip her to me. So We can play some games or something.
Baby's first gaming.
I've got editing to do, unfortunately.
She's been doing a lot of gaming with me. We played God of War together. We've been playing Hi-Fi Rush together.
Damn, she's playing rated M games, just like,
bro. She will be asleep and then she'll like.
She was doing Grand Theft Auto the other day.
She'll be like this to look at the game. I'm like, hey, bro, this is not appropriate. She'd be watching our TV shows too. We'd be trying to like give her toys to play with, and she's just like, she's trying to mess with the mic right now. All right. Love you guys. Love everybody who's listening.
Love everybody.
Yeah, it was great to talk to y'all again. We hit an hour and a half like we normally do, which is fine. Hour and a half is good to me.
Yeah, it's fine. Somewhere in there. So, all right, everybody. Hey, see everybody next week. Like he said, who knows what's going to happen between now and then? God, everything seems to just randomly come up. So
I wish there was like a number of how much I love you guys. Like somewhere above 2,000.
Is hold on. Is it like
I love you 3,000.
There it is.
Love you 3,000. Love you 3,000. See everybody next week. Same time, same bat channel. Bye, everybody.
Bye.